Welcome to Bowtie Incorporated's selection and recruitment training video. We are an innovative company that designs and produces bow ties for dogs. Our mission is to allow dogs of all shapes and sizes to strut their stuff and show off their passion for fashion. We will be going over application and resumes, work samples including drug testing, interviewing, references and background checks, and selection decision itself. Feel free to take notes and please refrain from cell phone use. The first step in the selection process is the screening of applications and resumes. Job candidates will fill out an application form and resume so that the company can obtain background information. The application form contains contact information, prior work experience, educational background, and the applicant's signature. This application form is very useful in helping Bowtie Incorporated find candidates with the minimum requirements for education and experience we desire. We also use resumes to identify candidates meeting our basic requirements that include education, relevant work performed, and credentials.
When we have narrowed down the pool of candidates, we will use work sample tests to assess and collect unbiased data in regards to the candidate's abilities. These tests include the aptitude test and the achievements test. The aptitude test is used as a way to assess the candidate's ability to learn or acquire new skills, most likely through the general aptitude test battery. The company requires limited necessity for physical requirements. Bowtie Inc. will forego any physical ability test. With cognitive ability test or intelligent test, we will apply the test to decipher a selected candidate's verbal, quantitative, and reasoning skills.
For our company, there will be plenty of times when employees must work as a team. With this in mind, we will also use personality tests to best see your categorization in extroversion, adjustment, agreeableness, conscientiousness, and inquisitiveness. While there is no right answer, we want to see the candidate's likelihood to fit into our company's culture and where they would best fit within Bowtie Incorporated. Bowtie Incorporated has a zero-tolerance drug policy. To properly follow this policy, we will ask you to take a drug test through an outside drug testing company. We will ask for the authorization to release the results to our HR department, and you will also have a copy sent directly to you as well, showing the results. If your drug test comes back positive, the results copy sent to you will also contain the proper steps to take if you choose to appeal this. When interviewing, we must follow a set of legal standards that make sure we aren't liable to any lawsuits. The Civil Rights Act of 1991 and the Age Discrimination Act of 1967 outline what selection methods we can and cannot use. All methods must be neutral and not eliminate based on race, gender, sex, or other protected classes. Here at Bowtie Incorporated, we pride ourselves in having a diverse workforce which stems from our unbiased interviewing techniques. However, you must also be careful not to skew scores in favor of minority groups, as this is also covered by law and creates a demoralizing atmosphere that is counterproductive to all Bowtie activities. You must also keep in mind equal employment opportunity laws. When performing an interview, these cover what questions you may and may not ask. Here are some examples of do's and don'ts.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Alex and I'll be doing your interview.
Hi, Arlie Berger. Nice to meet you.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with some questions. So, how old are you?
This is an example of the wrong way to phrase this question. Here's the right way.
So, if you were hired, can you show proof of age?
Yes, I certainly can.
Alright. And what is your religion?
This question is completely unacceptable, and discrimination against any religion is not tolerated at Bowtie Incorporated. Here is a better approach to this topic, and make sure you ask every applicant.
Can you meet the requirements of the schedule?
Yes, of course I can.
Great. So just two more questions. What is your marital status?
Absolutely do not ask about marital status. This makes it seem as though we discriminate against people with families, and especially females, against people who soon become pregnant and need maternity leave? Here's a better question to ask.
Do you have any relatives who work for Bowtie Incorporated?
No, I sure don't.
Alright, so just one final question. Do you have any dogs?
Yes, I certainly do.
Trainees, please note, if any applicant informs you that they own a dog, please make a reference in your notes so that management knows to immediately offer them a top-level position. Finally, make sure not to show any discrimination to people with disabilities, as this violates the Americans with Disabilities Act. Bowtie Incorporated provides reasonable accommodations to all employees and potential new hires. Make sure not to ask any questions regarding their disability and focus purely on what they can contribute to the company.
Hello, my name is Alexandra and I'm calling on behalf of Arlie Berger for a position she applied for with Bowtie Incorporated. I was wondering if you have a few minutes to talk.
After we have identified interviewees that we would like to hire, we begin reference and background checks. During the application process, candidates list names of several references that we can contact about prior job performance and abilities. We often contact at least one of the references to verify this information prior to a job offer. References are often biased, though, as the applicant has chosen people who will only say nice things about them. Former employers also fear saying bad things about their past employees, as they may risk a lawsuit for defamation or misrepresentation. We perform extensive background checks on all candidates we wish to hire. Unfortunately, candidates often try to deceive employers about work experience. We also want to check for criminal misconduct when performing a background check. Candidates with criminal records are often still open to employment at Bowtie Incorporated, but we want to make sure that the nature and gravity of the crime don't put our current employers or customers in an unsafe environment. It is against Bowtie Incorporated's policy to run credit checks during the background check screening process.
Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day. Hi, this is Alexandra with Bowtie Incorporated. I was calling to talk to Arlie Berger. Hi, how are you? I was just calling on behalf of HR to offer the position with Bowtie Incorporated that you applied for. Alright, in that case, we can set up a time. How does tomorrow at 3 sound? Alright, congratulations again, and I look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Candidates that pass the resume and application screening process, the work test, interview, and reference and background checks are then eligible to be hired by Bowtie Incorporated. If we have too many highly qualified candidates but too few job positions, the selection decision becomes complicated. We want to look for candidates that will best fit our company culture and will add value to our company. Bowtie Incorporated utilizes a multiple hurdle model approach to hire new employees. Candidates are eliminated at each stage of the process if they do not meet our standards. Often supervisors make the final hiring decision as they know what type of person is needed in their department.
Hi, Ms. Crannell. Hi, welcome back. Congratulations on your offer.
Thank you.
Alright.
When a candidate has been selected for hire, HR will communicate the job offer with them. The offer will include job responsibilities, work schedule, rate of pay, starting date, and any other relevant information, as well as the date the candidate needs to reply by.
Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and talk about your job offer and the job description, as well as any forms that you're going to have to fill out.
Prior to receiving a paycheck, a new hire must fill out an I-9 form identifying an employee's eligibility to work in the United States. This brings us to the end of your selection and recruitment training. The information you have just received will be crucial to choosing the right employees for our company and ensuring that you are well informed on all of our policies and procedures. In addition, you are now knowledgeable on the laws and regulations involved in the selection process. If you have any questions, please ask your supervisor.